Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Virtual Turf Talk podcast. I am Darien Johnson, your only host, and we have this random
I
guy
am
here on the Zoom.
Oliver Live, your main host.
Did you not hear my monologue? I'm the only host. You're just here. Like I actually don't even know how you got on the Zoom call
Yeah,
yet.
the only host below five, like 5'5". Yeah.
Where did you get this idea that I'm five? If I'm 5'5", you're 5'2". That's what I would say. That's what I would say. All right, all right.
Just lost
No,
all our
seriously.
credibility, man.
Man, the first topic we're gonna get into the companion app. We kind of was raving on it a couple of podcasts ago, a couple episodes ago. It's broken again. Can't sim, can't set force winds, can't do the mutt shit now.
Yeah,
What's
no.
going on over?
You can't make sets, you can't search, you can't buy things. It's genuinely just like a visual thing. You can't do
So
anything.
essentially, it's just useless.
No, it is useless. Not essentially, it's just
Okay,
useless.
okay, okay. Oh, that makes sense. 'Cause, that's a majority of the shit on Madden. Like superstar mode is basically essentially useless. Superstar KO is essentially useless. They just have a whole bunch of useless shit that just looks good.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter for you. We all love and hate it. Um, but on the more important things, getting some mud updates. Team of the
Mm.
week reveals. Keenan Allen is the present LTD for the team of the weeks. Shaquille Barrett is the past LTD for the team of the weeks. How do you feel about them? Are they going to be on your team? Are you picking them up?
I think Keenan Allen should probably be on like 99% of people's team. And that 1% of people where they shouldn't be on that team is people who are mutt broke and have like no coins. Because this guy's
Wow.
expensive. He's more expensive than Andrew Luck right now, and he's considered the best quarterback, but he's really good, genuinely. He's the first player to get slot apprentice, I'm pretty sure. He
Okay.
is one speed slower than Tyreek, I'm pretty sure. And he's also like 6'2" ish, and he's
Yeah,
just
that's
really
6'2", I
he
think.
gets slotomatic. That's it. He gets slotomatic as well, which is
Yeah.
our first
Yeah.
like route type ability.
Our first route set. Yeah, that's really good. That's you definitely need it now, especially when man coverage is really the wave right now. But you definitely need somebody that can provide
Yeah.
man coverage. Definitely makes it interesting. Shaquille Barrett, like you didn't talk much about Shaquille Barrett. What does he get off rip as far as abilities?
Barrett, he is about 300K cheaper than Keenan Allen. He's like 430 the last time I checked, and that was like an hour after release. So if you
Okay.
want to buy him, because he's a limited, he quick sells for 350. So if you pick him up for let's say 400, you're only going to lose like 20K coins if you quick sell him. So I think he's a good investment, especially since he is our second player now to get edge threat. But he doesn't
Yeah.
have the stats to kind of be good with it. But it is, who is it? It's one of the legend. It's one of the legends, and
Um.
one of the legends, and now we have Shaquille Barrett, which is kind of like a random combination. But if you want to pick him up and try out Edge Threat, he's probably your best option right now because of how cheap he is.
Yeah, you definitely want to go cheap early on, especially people trying to build up their teams. Definitely need
Mm.
a viable. I wouldn't necessarily say a great option, but a viable option. To go out there, it makes some plays for you. The 89s were revealed to be Tua Tagovailoa and Terrell Bernard. Tua
Yep,
Tagovailoa first, isn't that his first? Is this his first card of the year?
yep. First card of the year.
Had an
He
amazing game on Sunday. The Dolphins put up 70 points, as we all know. We was actually me and Oliver was talking about it off camera. We was actually expecting A Chain to get the 89 overall, but you
hoping,
know,
hoping.
at least they give the Dolphins some type of love.
Yeah, for like a historic game like that, I was expecting them to at least get two cards. I was at
Yeah,
least praying he doesn't get six, but again, like
yeah,
we were talking about off camera, if a card, which was like a really big snub, like a chain was, he's probably going to be getting a card in an upcoming promo where they expect him to be really good. So just because he didn't get one this week doesn't mean he's not going to get one in the next promo. But
yeah.
Tua, he's an 89. He's basically just like a worse version of the Michael Vicks because he is 85 speed while Vic is 89. So he's got like 4 speed difference. He gets gunslinger, but he also gets a worse release. So he's, if you want
Yeah.
like a cheaper Michael Vick, you can get him, but he's also worse. But it's
Yeah.
Tua. I want to use Tua. I like him. But if you
Yeah, I
like Tua,
think I think you should definitely pick up Tua. Tua's not going to get many, I guess, say cards that are going to be usable against the other top quarterbacks. So right
yeah,
now would definitely be the time because in fact, there aren't the OP quarterbacks. But we actually did see on uh Twitter that there is going to be a Trevor Lawrence coming out this week. We will get into that promo on Friday in the next podcast. But Tua for right now is definitely gonna be viable for sure for a lot of players. Terrell Bernard, what does he get off for? That's a very interesting card
He
for them to
gets
be
a
releasing
pick
right now.
artist lurker. He gets secure protect. No, he gets secure tackler and just kind of the run of the middle linebacker abilities that you would expect.
Okay.
He very special at all. He is actually quite fast. He's 87 speed, I'm pretty sure, which is faster than a lot of people starting cornerbacks. So if you want to use him as a user, slap a lurker on him, I think he'd be pretty good, actually. He's quite decent for being a linebacker, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely makes linebackers usable as well. Hufanga gets an 86 overall safety for the 49ers, and Andrew Beck, a fullback, gets an 86 overall card. Is he the highest fullback right now? That
No,
the one that just
yeah,
came out?
100% he's the highest fullback in the game.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's tied.
Okay.
He's tied with Juicy Juice.
Oh, okay.
Jack.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But
This Hufanga card, like, is he good? Is he gonna be? I mean, because of course, like now you coming out with the 89 overall cards. Is he? I guess usable. Is he
no,
like somebody
no.
you?
If you have a 49ers team, I think you're buying him anyways. But if you're not and you have a 49ers team, I think that's a mistake. He's really quite good. And what is he like? I think he's around the 86 speed mark. So the only reason you should be getting him is if you have one of those teams. But if you
Yeah.
want to put him on one of those, he'd probably get up to like 88 speed, making him better than the Cam Chancellors. But again, only on a theme team. He's one of those players.
Okay. Then kind of rounding up the team of the week releases. Sam Laporta gets an 82 overall. Zaire Franklin gets an 82 overall. Zach Moss gets an 80, and AJ
Yeah.
Spencer gets an 80. But
Yeah.
yeah,
All those cards are kind of useless, but it's nice to see that they
yeah.
got the cards right, I guess.
It's kind of yeah, it's nice to see they got cards. The AKAs releases this week as well. You kind of talk a little bit about Andrew Luck. He did get a release first card since Madden 20, the tribute card after he retired.
Yep.
And TMC got a card as well. Charles Cross ended up getting a left tackle card as well in the AK. You talked about Andrew Luck. What makes him the best quarterback right now, specifically?
Yeah, it was a bit of it was a talking point in the community that Andrew Luck got released with the best throwing animation in the game because
Mm,
Lamar Jackson, he came out at the beginning of the year with his 84 overall, and they gave him traditional 4 release. And since nobody kind of used that card, they didn't realize that he had a very good throwing animation. But now that they've kind of compared and they've gone back and tested it, they are now saying that traditional 4 is the quickest throwing animation. So probably contrary to EA knowing, they gave him the fastest release in the game, but they also gave him a gunslinger, which he
yeah,
is probably unanimously the best quarterback in the game now, especially since he's not like slow. It's not like they gave us a Peyton Manning where he's like 68 speed, but he's got like a really good animation. No, he's like 85 speed. So the same speed
really
as
good.
Tua, Bryce Young, and who else? And he comes with gunslinger as well. So he can get like the good abilities. He has a good animation. He has good physical. So he's just the best quarterback right now, I'd say.
You kind of missed it because Andrew Luck in Madden 20 did get he was the best card for a while, the best quarterback for a while. He's always been really, really good, really, really usable. He's great. He typically has pretty good accuracy stats to start out. He's fast, release. You definitely want him on your team. CMC, is he now the best running back in the game after the release?
I think most people would actually say no. In my opinion, he's probably going to be on my team for the longest. He's going to be on my
Yeah.
team longer than Bo was on my team, just for the fact
Okay.
that he is a receiving back. I don't run the ball a whole lot, and when I do, I kind of like the shorter, lighter running backs this year, especially with their juking animations being super slick.
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
gets 90 short route running, which is the threshold on all pro for the super nice route running. So you could put him in the slot. You still have him at running back, but you can kind of slide him around more than you could probably put a Bo Jackson because he is the same speed as CMC, but he's got like 67 route running, so that's like a minus 30 on the.
Yeah.
But, he's also got 30 pounds on him. He's got plus 30 trucking because CMC came in
Yeah.
59, which was disrespectful as hell.
And they
Same
always disrespect.
Tom
Yeah,
Brady last year. He's poor elite.
they always disrespect Christian McCaffrey with his trucking. I don't understand why they make him he can't truck, but I think you have to kind of diminish him in some place. Otherwise, he would just be overpowered.
It's not like
Kind
a
of have to, I guess, just take
CJ
care of him.
2K kind of like every year they give CJ 2K like 59 trucking for some reason, even though
Yeah,
I to be fair he wasn't known for it, but I don't think he was necessarily bad at it either.
yeah, he was like we've seen Christian McCaffrey sit people down all the time. He's well deserved to have a higher checking. But I guess you have to give him his Achilles heel someplace, and I'm
You
gonna
know,
say
he
that's
can't
the
be like a
checking.
95 off the bat, right?
Yeah, but Charles Cross did get one as well. I think they call him Sweet Feet for the
Yeah,
AKA.
never heard of that nickname. They just be making stuff up at this point.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. What does he get offered, and will he be on your team?
He, well, again, not for me because I'm not necessarily super, it's like small stuff, but if you're a guy who has like 10 million coins like Earn or something and you need like a left tackle, he
Mhm.
gives you like +1 acceleration for running backs. He gives you better run blocking, pass blocking, like etc. He just gives you little tiny boosts
Yeah,
because they can't give him an X factor. So
yeah. Well, so I think definitely right now, like I should say, offensive linemen aren't really that viable right now. I think you can kind of run out there with anybody really, as long as they're like, I guess you could say decent. Like before, until we start getting the crazy ability buckets for like secure pros and threat detectors, I think
yeah,
that's about the time when
we
offensive
did
line
get our
become a
first
lot more.
post up. We got our
Oh,
first post up in the Gridiron Guardians drop. We got that Cowboys, no, that Colts left guard, and he's our
Quinn
first.
Nelson.
Yep, Quentin Nelson.
Okay,
He got our first post up. So that's our first like viable offensive lineman where like he needs to be on your team and you can actually
yeah.
put.
I mean, that's what's going to be going on for linemen. Once they have inabilities, they start becoming a lot more viable and more you need them on your team type thing. But yeah, we're going to get into a new thing on the podcast. Kind of want to make it a regular actually. Too low or too high Madden ratings. Kind of go through regs. Look at the ratings. We will judge them and see if they need to be higher or they're too low type thing like that, or they need to be lower. My bad. If they need to be lower, or they need to be higher. So the first one we want to start out with is Jared Goff. He is currently an 81 overall right now. You think he's too high or too low?
I think this is like a quite a popular opinion, but I think that it should probably be like 3 overalls higher than he is. But I think that's like my opinion. A lot of people might say he's 1 or 2 overalls too low, but I say you should probably bump him up to like an 84 overall because if you look at the people who are like above him, you look at the bums like I don't know. Let's call someone else. Dak Prescott. He's a bum. He's an 87 with superstar, right? Like
Yeah,
is Jared Goff worse than Dak Prescott? I don't think so. So
yeah,
at least
me
give him.
neither. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me as well, he's too low. I think he needs to be higher, like around the 83, 84 range. I think either you're going to boost him up or you need to bring Dak down because Dak to me is in 6 overalls higher than Jared Goff.
Yeah,
Let's
Dak
be
is
honest.
just our
And,
thing. Like, are you better
yeah,
than Dak? You should be higher than Dak, right? If
yeah,
you're
yeah,
worse than Dak, you probably should be out of the league.
yeah. I feel like if Dak's going to be if you're going to keep Dak at 87, you need to boost Jared Goff higher. At least make the gap more
Yeah,
smaller
make it more
also.
of a conversation.
Yeah. Trevon Walker is the next one. He's an 80 overall. He is, the second year guy for the Jacks right now, playing really well.
Yep.
Do you think he's too low or too high?
I think he's just like he is around where he should be at this point, but I think he should probably be boosted up like 1 or 2. It's kind of like it's a nitpick thing where I think Trayvon Walker is really good and he's really quite underrated because if you go and you look at like the media coverage, he doesn't get any, which is kind of surprising since he was the first overall pick. Like
Yeah.
I don't see Trayvon Walker highlights, but I go and I check his stats, or I go watch like some like a Jags game, and I see him just constantly getting to the quarterback. Like every snap, I feel like he's beating his guy, but then he's
Yeah.
getting chopped or whatever, or the guy throws the ball away. But
Yeah.
he's at least like better than an 80, I think, a little
I
bit.
think it definitely has a lot to do with the fact that he's playing alongside Josh Allen. We all know Josh Allen's going to get the majority of the offensive line
Yeah.
awareness out of those two. But yeah, I think he's really good. Yeah, I would probably keep him where he's at right now. I think he's really well. For
Okay.
me, I don't think he's much higher than 80 overall, but I also don't think he's that low as well. I don't think he's bad. I think he's right where he needs to be at. He definitely start doing a little bit more, and then you start boosting his overall up. Jordan Love, the quarterback, the new starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Set behind Aaron Rodgers, but is coming out balling in the first 3 weeks. Do you think he's too low or too high?
I think as somebody who came out and played as well as he did in that Saints game, it's kind of funny that we're making this right now because the game he played against the Saints was actually quite bad. Even though did they win that game? Did
Yeah.
the Packers win?
And the Packers came back and won. They came back down
Yeah, the
17 0.
Packers came back and won. But if you go back and you look at the game footage, not saying that I'm like a game footage guy, but if you go back and look, he did overthrow. It was like it was a bomb, like a cover two bomb. They had one of their wide receivers on a post, and he overthrew it. And then he had
Mm-hmm.
another one. He overthrew like another touchdown, and then
Yeah,
he did the splits on that 4th and 2, and
yeah,
completely messed up the throw. But
yeah.
if you he is currently leading the league in quarterback rating, so he's like he's number one, like ahead of Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, especially Joe Burrow. Mac Jones, he's a little bit above Mac Jones, like the best quarterback in the league. So I think that you should probably boost him up a little bit. I think no, not even a little bit. I'm expecting like a +5 for Jordan Love at least.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not going to skip past that. Who did you say was the best quarterback in the league? I can
What,
hear
Mac
you.
Jones?
When did he become this exactly? I'm confused.
What do you mean? From the second he was drafted, I thought that was just like a unanimous opinion.
No, I don't. I don't think anybody outside New England thinks that, or my bad,
Really?
outside New England fans thinks that.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's a hot.
No, no, no,
Like
no.
they're
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Like Mahomes and Mac Jones are close, I guess. They're like 1A and 1B, in my opinion. But that's just me being like non-biased in any way.
That's a that's a hot take.
No,
I
it's a
don't
hot
know
take.
about that.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know
Maybe
about
it's a
that
hot
one.
take, but maybe you guys should watch some of the film. That's just on me
Uh,
though.
did you say you weren't you wasn't a film guy? Did you just say that 2 seconds ago? You were a film guy.
I'm fucking around.
Okay.
But
But yeah, you said he's
Mac
at
should have been
75
on
right
this
now.
one.
What do you think? What do you think Jordan Love should be at right now? He's at 75 overall right now.
82. I'd say 82.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, for me, Jordan Love is way too low. I think he definitely should be around the 80, 81, 82 range for sure. Been balling out the first 3 weeks. Now, you were a little bit more harsh on him against the Saints than I am. I think the Saints have a top defense in the league, and he played pretty well and actually came back on them.
Mhm.
I, I think he's balling out. I think, he just has to get more time. He doesn't have the weapons, really, let's be honest. Like, Chris Watson
Yeah,
doesn't.
you're right.
He's been out, and Romeo Dobbs is he's not great. He's now also having to get like the new tight end in. Like, just give him some time. Give him time. I think he definitely should be higher though. But I think
No,
he'll
I think
continue to
he's
show
great. I'm saying a plus,
why he's that
like give him
guy.
a +7. But like,
Okay.
I don't know. Devontae's been rumored to want to come back to Green Bay. So if you give him a weapon like
Jesus.
Devontae, like drop all the Devontae photoshops of him in Green Bay. Those.
Yeah.
No, we've never seen him in Green Bay before. But if you put him back there, I think Jordan Love puts up numbers like
I think
really.
he'll put up some big numbers. I think he puts up kind of Aaron numbers, but that's a topic
Oh yeah,
for a
thousand
different
percent.
conversation. Bijan Robinson, the rookie running back for the 49ers, he is an 83 overall right now. Do you think he is too high or too
For the
low?
49ers,
No, for the Falcons. My bad. I heard the Falcons. My bad. The Falcons.
I was like, who the fuck? Anyways,
I'm
Bijan
confused. I'm confused.
Robinson at an 83. I do think that's probably where. To be fair, I do think he's a smidget too high. Like he's really, really, really good, and he's shown that he's really, really good. He's like fourth. Sorry, he's fourth in the league right now at rushing, I think, or he's definitely in the top 5, top 10, and he's really good. But as a rookie, I don't think they should be high over that 81 mark as a rookie. I think
Yeah.
83 is pushing it a little bit. Like now that I'm looking at like we have talked about this, like, oh, is he higher? And I was like, yeah, no, he's higher. And I think he should be 90 overall in the coming years. But I think he's playing as good as an 83, but I feel like you're doing a little bit of a disrespect to the rookies by giving him an 83. Like it's a little high, I'd say.
So you think he's too high?
Yeah, not because of his ability, just because of where I think rookies should be rated.
Yeah. I think he's kind of right where he needs to be at. Honestly, I definitely do agree with you that he would be one of the top running backs in the upcoming years. But right now, I think he's balling. He had a pretty slow game against the Lions, but I think he'll pick it back up. He's also splitting touches with Algier, so he's not getting the main touches for the Falcons.
No.
So I think he'll be better. I think he can increase. I think he honestly can get up to by the time the season ends. I think he gets to like the 87 range for sure,
Okay.
as
All
far as
right. That's fair.
overall.
That's fair.
Josh Allen, the quarterback for the Bills, we all know, a top
Yeah, the
quarterback in the
cover
league
athlete.
should, for me, yeah, the cover athlete for me should be the best quarterback by now. But obviously he hasn't taken that step yet. Mahomes has that locked up. Do you think he's too high or too low at a 94 overall?
See, as an unbiased Patriots fan, I think
You're
that
still
Josh
biased.
Allen should be lower. I
You're
think
so
that
biased.
he should be lower. See, I'm not being funny, but I do see and look at Josh Allen as like a 94, and I'm like, the 90 part is what gets me. I think he should be around like a 92-ish, because I think Lamar is like peaking at that 90 overall range as he should be. But I do think Josh Allen, with the way he's playing, like I think he should be a little lower. He's leading the league damn near in turnovers, I'm pretty sure. He threw 3 picks to Jordan Whitehead, made him look like Troy Polamalu. He threw a couple of books to the Raiders. I know he threw a book to the Raiders, but he's
I
picking
don't
up.
think he did pick the Raiders.
I think he might have thrown a pick. I think he threw a pick.
I don't
You
think
might
he
you
threw a
could
pick at
double check.
all. Let me check. Let me check real quick before you keep going. Yeah, you can keep going. I'll let you know.
Even still, like, okay, throwing 3 picks in a game, definitely you deserve to have your rating lowered a little bit.
He did have his rating over. He did no. He did not throw a pick against the Raiders. He threw a pick against the Commanders.
Okay, which is weird because they allowed like 3 points. But anyways, yeah. So
Yeah,
what? Four interceptions and what, like maybe 4 touchdowns in 3 games. I don't
yeah.
think that's 94 overall worthy. I don't
Yeah.
think it is. But he's the cover athlete. They're not gonna. But I'm saying realistically, if it's by game thing, I think you should probably lower him just a little bit more, maybe 1 or 2, maybe.
I mean, I'm not as hard on Josh as you are. He did go down for that Jets game, which was of course deserved. He played terrible and they lost the game. Um, I think he's right where he needs to be at. I may have brought him down, but simply because they dominated the Commanders, you can't really justify that. I think he has been playing pretty average. He had the game against the Raiders, of course, that he balled out, but I mean, against the Commanders look kind of iffy, kind of average. So I think he's a little high. I think I may put him at 93, 92. I think he definitely has to show you that he's back at that cover athlete 94 overall
Yeah.
range, and that he could even increase it higher than that.
He could
But
peak at like a 96. Like he could peak
yeah,
at it, but he's not playing that well right
I think he could pick at. I think he honestly could pick at 97, 98 if he really stops being dumb. Like no disrespect to Josh, bro, but like he has a lot of talent at work, man. But he does
He
so
plays
much
like me
dumb shit,
sometimes.
and it blows you. Like it's like he like it was like play against the Jets. I don't want to get too much on Josh Allen, but he had a play against the Jets where it was one of the plays against Jordan Whitehead. He had a free first down lane. He's running
Yeah, and
and
he just
then
chucked it
chucks
up.
the ball 70 yards. He just chucked the ball 70 yards instead of taking the free first down. Like just things like
He was
that. Like
trying
it's
to
just like
show off that generational talent arm, that arm talent, He
you
just
know what they
wanted to
said about
show
him,
you
man.
that he could throw the ball 70 yards down the field.
You know what they said, man. Tall frame, long arms, looks great in shorts. He's showing that for you. He's showing that for you, man.
Don't we know that? Don't we know that?
Speaking of, we were actually just talking about Dak, kind of clowning on Dak against for the Jared Goff one. Speaking of Dak Prescott is at 87 overall superstar. Do you think he's too high or too low? I think I already know the answer to this
I
one.
think we already know the answer. Yeah, I think he should probably be bumped down like a -5 if we're being realistic. Like not
Jeez.
even that he's playing bad, but the fact that he does not deserve to be an 87 in the first place. Like I'm doing this genuinely just to troll Micah, but if we're being subjective and objective here, he should be lowered like a -5. Like and should definitely be a normal dev. I'm being so
Yeah.
dead ass. Like okay, like a star dev, like Jordan Love's a star dev because he's gonna get better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Desmond Ritter's a star dev because he's going to get better. But if you look at like
Yeah.
Jared Goff's a star dev because he is playing well and will be getting better. Dak Prescott,
Yeah.
he peaked. Dak Prescott peaked what in 2013. He
Yeah.
peaked his rookie year, and like he should be lower. He shouldn't be superstar at the bare minimum.
Bare minimum. I agree with you. I've been saying this for years with Dak that he should have been lost to superstar ages ago. He had all the talent around him. He looked very average. We've shown multiple times in Cowboys games when you have to rely on Dak Prescott to put up points for you. He can't do that against. He shows that against the Cardinals.
If
That
you gave
with
Mahomes the Cowboys team, they'd go 17-0 every fucking year,
they would win every
every
game
year.
for sure. They would win
Maybe
every
with a
game. They would
better
honestly
tight
win
end,
every
but
ball. They would have easily three-peated by now. To be honest with you,
oh no,
they
they
would have
wouldn't have
three-peated by now.
lost like at all. Like
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Super
But
Bowl
like
every year.
since Micah has been there, they for sure would have. They for sure would have won
Yeah, like
the
I don't think
championship that year.
Mahomes has played with like a super elite defense before. Like I
He
don't
hasn't.
think so. Like, and if you
He
put
was
him on a
he had
team,
CD with CD Gallup and now Cooks, and you have two power in the
Gallup,
backfield.
Cooks, and you put Tony Pollard on there, You give them, I don't know, a good O-line. Like the Cowboys have a great O-line
Yeah, a
as
great
well.
line.
Like he's
We
got
see,
like 5 seconds to throw the ball. He's not throwing a
hey
pick.
man,
That's all I'm
hey
saying.
man, we see what he's doing with the Chiefs. All this line, they're not as good as the Cowboys.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I
He,
I'm with you though. I think he should be lower. Now I'm not as hard on him as you are. I don't think he should be a normal. I think he should go down to a star. Because in fact he is coming from a superstar. I think he should only go down to a star. But I never think he should be lower. About around the 81 range. I think he should be where Jared Goff is at right now.
yeah.
Barely teetering on the overall. I honestly don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. I honestly, to be completely
Is
frank
he
with you,
top 15?
I
Is
don't
he
think he's a
top
top
15?
15. I don't think he's top
Is
15,
he
to be
top
honest with you.
20?
It's not even
Is he top
and I
20? Is he top
top
20?
20 is crazy. I look
Is Brock Purdy better than Dak
Brock
Prescott?
Purdy's
Let's
better.
have that conversation.
Brock Purdy is better than Dak Prescott right now. For sure.
1000%. Thank you. They have the same talent
Okay.
level, and I don't think Brock Purdy's thrown a pick yet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you can make the argument their offenses played exactly the same. The Cowboys and the 49ers both run the ball first and pass second. But the difference between Brock Purdy is Brock Purdy actually looks good when he has to pass. Dak Prescott looks
Exactly.
extremely average. Yeah,
Brock
but for me,
Purdy
yeah.
raises the floor on the team. He doesn't sell the game. Like I've never seen Brock Purdy actively throw the game away.
Well, speaking of garbage, Zach Wilson, 6-0 overall, too
Garbage.
high or too low? Yeah,
Too
speaking of
high.
garbage,
Too high.
he's worse. He's somehow worse.
Too high. Garbage
Yeah,
to garbage, back to back.
yeah. I think
69 is too high. I think he should be in that Dak Prescott range where he's like a 65. No, I'm just kidding. But I think Zach Wilson should be a 65 overall. I do think so because like what Colin Kaepernick's like if he was in the game, I'd give him like 65. Cam Newton is probably like a 65. I think they're on
yeah.
that same level. I think Zach Wilson's as good as Zach Wilson. I mean,
He's
sorry.
good as
I think Cam Newton's as good as Zach Wilson right now.
Yeah, I think Zach Wilson's honestly garbage. If I could put him at a 50, I probably would. He's
How do you have a
terrible.
55 QBR average in 3 games?
Yeah.
I
And
don't get
honestly,
it.
let's be honest.
He plays
He has
like me in
weapons.
Madden, man.
He has weapons, and his defense. I think his defense held the Patriots to 13 points, and he still managed to lose that game.
Yeah,
And,
he held us to
not much
13.
to do about
Yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah. They had no, no.
totally just don't suck.
I said the Jets defense held y'all to 13.
Yeah, no, he got the ball a whole bunch too. Like
Yeah,
he had it. He just punted it every time.
and
He
then he
did
lost
beat
the
our
game
stats
for
though.
his. He lost the game for his team. He gave out
Oh,
safety. Yeah, so he's garbage.
1000%.
Yeah, I would. I think he's way too high. I think I'll honestly put him at a 50. Oh, okay. Let me not
Oh,
be an
50.
asshole.
Oh my
Let me
god,
not
it's
be an
not that
asshole.
bad.
He just say
Not
I would
that
put him
bad.
at 61. I think 69 is too high.
61?
I'll put him at 61.
I think it's 60, 65, 67 ish range. I think it's fine.
I think that's
Because
too nice.
see, when you get into that 63 area, that's where like you put me at quarterback, and that's a 63 overall. Let's be honest.
No, because like he just. I
You
mean,
put Brett at quarterback,
he
he's a
doesn't seem
62.
confident. Yeah, Brett's like a 62. But Zach Wilson, he's like he doesn't show me any confidence. He doesn't show any poise to play the
He looks
position.
terrified. Like
He doesn't show me that
genuinely
that he could
scared.
even survive. Yeah, he
Like
doesn't look,
that
he
clip
looks
of that
really good.
quarterback snapping the ball and his hands are shaking. That's what I imagine
Yeah,
Zach Wilson to be.
and it's crazy because Bryce Young has the worst line. He looks more confident than Zach Wilson does.
CJ Stroud looks way more confident than he does. He's doing
I think
dances after touchdowns, like he's happy, like he's
I
ready.
think I genuinely think that Zach Wilson is honestly the worst starter quarterback in the NFL right now.
I
And you
don't
can make
think
the
it's
argument.
close.
I genuinely think he's more worse than most backup quarterbacks. Let's be honest. I think Andy Dalton.
1000%. Andy Dalton threw for 360
Yeah,
last week,
yeah.
so
I think Andy Dalton.
I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, there's not clown on Zach Wilson too much. He's already garbage. So Brock Purdy.
He's already down. Let's not kick him.
overall.
Okay, Brock Purdy.
Apparently, according to Robert Saleh, he's not down because he still believes in him. He believes in him.
Yeah, no, he's about to lose the fucking locker room with that. I couldn't. No, get that man out of my locker room. Anyways,
Yeah, but Brock Purdy 77 overall. We've been saying that he should go up. Do you think he's too high or too low?
I think he's too low. I don't think he should be super, super, super high yet. I think he should be in the 80 range. Keep him flat in 80 for now. I think that's good because Brock Purdy, I love him. He's got a very good story. And not only does he have a good story, he plays well. Like last pick to almost going to the Super Bowl in his first year. He has not lost a regular season game yet. His only loss was to an Eagles team when he broke his fucking wrist. And they were going to win that game. They had CMC and they lost by like a score and a half. Like they had CMC at quarterback and they lost by a score and a half. Like that's not bad. That's really not bad. You have him in that game.
They win that game. To me, they win that game. Yeah, in my opinion. I think I'm gonna agree with you. I think he should be around the 80, maybe 81, 82 range. I think he's
Yeah,
better than Dak Prescott right now, let's be honest. So I think I would probably have him around the
yeah.
82 range, maybe the 83 range for sure.
Bump him
I
up to
definitely think
star. I
he's
don't
too
know if
low.
he's star dev yet, but bump him up
I
to
think he's
star
a
dev.
star right now. I think he's a star because
Okay,
he was a star dev in Madden
that's good.
23. He was a star dev. So let's say bump him down. Yeah, I would keep him around the star dev, 82,
Yeah.
83 range. I think he definitely is too low.
Honestly, if he keeps up this pace, bump him up to superstar dev at the end of the year.
Yeah,
Honestly.
to be honest with you, yeah, I think some guys need to come down. I think some guys need to go
Yeah.
up. But on to the best quarterback in the AFC East. Tua,
Okay, Bell.
Tua
Okay,
Tagovailoa.
Bell.
Tua
If Mac
Tagovailoa.
Jones wasn't there, you're right,
Tua.
maybe.
Whew. Tua Tagovailoa. Whew.
Keep it
That
in
boy
your
a
pants,
problem.
man.
That boy's a problem. I'm lazy, but that boy's a problem. I ain't gonna lie. 85
Yeah.
overall. I'm gonna start this one out. I think he's way too low. I think he should be at 92 right now. I am not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
I
he is.
agree with you. I agree with you.
I think he's. I
1,000%.
think he's. If it's not Mahomes, I think it's Tua right now as the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
I
it's.
agree. Because if you want to go through the list, like it's Mahomes, right? Number one. And
Yeah,
if
I'm
we're
putting Mahomes.
okay, if we're being 100% real here, Tua has played a better 3 games than Mahomes.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not being funny. He's played a better
I
three
know.
games, but we all know Mahomes is better. But Tua's definitely
Yeah,
played a better
obviously.
three
Yeah,
games.
obviously. I mean, also like Tua's also had 10 times the weapons that Mahomes
Yeah,
does as
no,
well. Yeah.
1,000%.
So I
To be
mean,
fair,
I
Raheem
think it's
Mostert and Devin Achane are made better by Tua. It's not the
yeah.
it's not they would be a
It's
garbage
not the other
talent
way. It's
on
not the
most
other way
teams.
around. It's not the other way around. It's not the
Yeah,
other way around.
exactly. But Tyreek and Tua do make him 10 times better than he looks.
Yeah, Waddle and Tyreek are the most ungodable duo in the league right now.
No,
So
exactly.
I do think he's really good. So like even if you just see the way he plays the quarterback position, he plays
You
his
know, Waddle
exact
didn't even
opposite.
play that game. They won by 50. I don't think Waddle played.
I know. I said it on my other podcast. Yeah, they didn't even play, and they still dropped 70 on them, which is
Yeah,
insane.
exactly, which is crazy.
Tua plays the exact opposite for me than Zach Wilson. He plays the quarterback with actual confidence and actual poise and actual like not being
Not
terrified
even
as soon as the
points. He
ball
just
snaps.
knows that he can make a pass. Like he'll step up in the pocket.
Yeah,
He'll
you know
throw a
that
no
like,
look pass. He knows he can do it.
and
Type shit.
it was funny because like that game, they was like not even that game, but the Patriots game, they would compare him a lot to Dan Marino. And I do,
I agree.
I
I
see a
agree
little
with
bit. I see a little bit of it. I love the way he gets the ball out really quickly. He gives his boys time to get into space and move. Of course, you want to get Tyreek and Waddle that space so they can just outrun basically everybody. You saw
you.
that in the first touchdown for the Dolphins last Sunday. Well, he basically he essentially got Tyreek across, so he's wide open, and he basically just sprints
Yeah,
and
that man
outruns
threw
the
fucking
safety.
4 verts right to him on the first play, 70-yard
And
touchdown.
like
Like,
it's not even the fact that it was forward. It's the fact that he threw him on a crosser. The safety had an angle on him, and Tyreek just simply outran him to the end zone. There was nothing he could do about it. He had the angle on
yeah,
him. He
no.
just couldn't catch it.
I'm being so serious. If you go and look at that game, I think Tyreek might have had 4 catches. He didn't. He got tackled on one play. One play did a safety bring him to the ground and like confirm tackle. One play. There was one play they got him to the ground, but they didn't touch him while he was on the ground. He got up and got an extra 30 yards. Like that's just how good he is. Like,
Yeah. Tyreek's the best receiver in the league, but he's
100%.
not. He's not.
I got him
He's not the
like
top right
last
now.
pick of the first round in my fantasy league as well. So,
That's a steal.
yeah.
Najee
So like,
Harris,
oh no,
80
no, wait, no.
overall.
Let's go back. Let's just say what we want. So like 92, he's star dev, by the way. So like what?
I think he's.
Superstar X Factor, are we thinking?
I don't want to boost him strictly up to X Factor. I think if he's. I think because if you didn't do that with Jalen Hurts, you can't do that. Well, because Jalen Hurts actually did get that boost. I'll give him X Factor. I'll give him X Factor. I give
If
him
we're being objective, he'll get superstar, but he deserves an X Factor, in my
he
opinion.
deserves X Factor. For me, he deserves like what would I give him? I would give
Gunslinger.
him probably I would give him Gambit. I would give him Gambit like what Aaron Rodgers had last year for sure.
Yeah.
I'll give him Gambit. Yeah. Yeah. On the Najee Harris, who's at 83 overall, the running back for the
Yeah.
Steelers. Do you think he's too high or too low right
I
now?
think he is too high. I think he should probably be around that 78 overall range. Like, not even that I like Najee Harris. I think most people do like him and they want to see him do well. It's just the fact that he's not playing well. Like, he's objectively a slow running back. Like, Najee used to have that, like, explodability where, like, he was 88 speed in Madden. So, like, you could get him up the field and he could go score a long touchdown, but he feels in real life like you look at him and like he was behind the line of scrimmage for like 3 seconds, like on a light open lane. It looks like you're playing retro bowl on your phone, and he's like running around. It takes like 5 seconds for him to get to the edge. Like he's like an 83 speed. He feels like.
Najee's he's just one of those he's just one of those ones because like You want to be so much better, and he has the skill over to be so much better. It's just he's just so lacking in speed, man. You can't do nothing about that. Like, this is one
He
of those
also
things.
has
Like,
very bad decision making, just overall. Like
yeah, he
he
does.
can't find a hole to save his life. Like
He can.
he's like a horny teen in a church. He can't find a hole. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like
he's just not good. I think he should be lower too. Where do you think he should be as far as overall range?
that. 78. I'd give it 78. 78.
78. Okay. Yeah, I give myself
Because it
78 too.
chains like a
Um,
72. So
we'll do a couple more. One of the ones I definitely really want to talk about, DeAndre Hopkins, 90 overall from Tennessee Titans. Do you think he's too high or too low? Shout
oh,
out
Brett
TD.
just beat my ass, so I'm gonna love this one. Bump him down to an 82. Bump that man down
That's
to
crazy.
82, bro. Give that man a -8.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
man could
Why
not
do you?
catch the ball if his life depended on it, man. That man runs
Yeah.
around like he's like an old fax machine. He's got the mobility of an office chair. I can't.
That's
Like he
insane.
can't run a route. He can't catch. He can't make stuff after the catch. Like if he bobbles the ball into his hands and it just so happens to stay in there, he's getting truck sticked right after the play, man. Like he's really bad.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't have. I think D Hop definitely should be lower. I think he should be 82, 83 range.
Yeah,
I think he's not the number one guy anymore. Let's be honest. He's just not
he's
that.
not.
Yeah, I think
He's
he's
washed.
well on the he's on the downhill this problem, kind of like how Derrick Henry is. So I think he's around the 82, 83 range.
Yeah. Next time Brett
Another
says anything, I'm just going to respond with a picture of DeAndre Hopkins as a washed image. Just a picture of D Hop.
yeah, but the Titans uniform.
Yeah.
In the Puka, Puka
Puka
Nakua,
Nacua?
Puka Nakua, man,
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nakua,
He should.
Puka Nakua.
He's
24
higher than D
overall.
Hop.
Two hours
Higher
too
than D
low.
Hop.
Oh, you think he's
Like
higher than D Hop?
he's. Are you going to lie to me and say that he hasn't had a better season than D Hop right now?
I'm gonna give him an 80, bro. Like he's a 74 right now. We're gonna bump him to a what, an 84 right now? 85?
82. 82. Like
I
he
forgot you did give D Hop that
there's
second.
no way Madden's going to give him a +8 overall, but he deserves it. I think he
Yeah.
deserves it 1,000%. Like he's gone under 10 catches in one game, and even still, he had 73 yards. Like he's damn near leading the league in receptions and reception yards. Like, why wouldn't he be higher? I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he definitely should be higher. Around the 80 range. I don't want to push him too far ahead of that. I do want to see a little bit more from him, but I think he should be around the 80 range. I don't want to give him too big of a boost type thing.
Yeah.
One I want to talk about, receiver for the Browns, Mark Cooper, 90 overall, superstar, has been for a while. Do you think he's too high or too low?
I think Amari Cooper is I like Amari Cooper a lot because he just came off that he is kind of like he feels like a Mike Evans type where he's always going to get that 1,000 yards. Like every
Yeah.
single year, it might not be a super productive year, but he's going to give you a minimum of 1,000, it feels like. But if you look at that situation in fucking Cleveland right now, and you look at Deshaun and you gave him all that money to be like a top 3 quarterback, he's just not playing up to it right now. So he's not throwing the ball to where he needs to. Like Amari Cooper, I haven't watched it, but I feel like if there's a Browns fans like in the comments or anything and they want to say he's definitely open, I would guess he's just not getting the ball because he is a
Yeah.
talent to where I feel like he should be open, right?
He should be a lot more targets than he is. I think that I'm probably gonna put that on Deshaun more than him, but
Yeah.
he's our stars. I think
Bump him down a few, maybe like an 87.
I'll bump it down to 87 too. But in the 87 range. I would
Maybe a
maybe I
start
would
up
keep
too.
this.
Maybe a start
I
up too.
would I'm I'm probably gonna give him that superstar simply because I don't see any receiver that kind of deserves it over him right now that doesn't have it.
Puka?
Maybe actually no, the next guy we're gonna talk about actually that's somebody I do think deserves it over him. George Pickens, 81 overall. I'm
He's a
a George
dog.
Pickens lover. I love him,
Dog.
man. 81 overall. Do you think he's too high, too loud, too
I
high, or too low?
think this is a hot take, but I feel like he should only be up a few overalls. I don't think anything crazy. Maybe like 82, 83 range. I could see him going up after these 3 weeks because I don't. With Puka, I feel like Puka's the real thing, but with D Hop, I feel like he's more inconsistent with it. Like he plays like a kid in like a Madden game with his custom character. Like he's hurtling for no reason. He's trying to
Yeah,
dunk on people 24/7. He's trying to juke out kids. Like which is good to watch, but like in that game where he's like very quiet, which to be fair, his only quiet game was against the best defense in the NFL, the 49ers. But
Yeah,
he again was super quiet in that one game.
yeah.
So I wouldn't overreact because he can be stopped. He's not like an amazing, amazing talent.
I would actually. There's a guy I kind of get too high into, but I would actually swap the ratings. I would actually give him Calvin Ridley's rating at an 85 overall, and I would bump down Calvin Ridley to an 83. I think he's really good. I think he's one of those talents, man. He's gonna be one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the AFC North. Let's be honest. Next 2 years, Jamar Chase really didn't show me much this year. I mean, he also
Whoa,
did go
whoa,
off. He did
whoa,
go off.
wait, no, 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 wait, no.
He did go off against the Rams. I will give you that. But besides that, he's looked pretty pedestrian. He did kind of get locked up by Denzel Ward. Let's not discount that. Let's not discount that. He got locked up by Denzel Ward. Can we agree
Have
on that?
we disguised the fact that Joe Burrow has thrown one touchdown this whole year?
But can we not discount the fact that Denzel Ward locked his ass the fuck up?
Okay, yeah, but maybe Joe
Okay,
Burrow wasn't
so
like throwing the ball properly, like
so
type shit.
I think we're gonna blame the okay. I could understand if he was beating him and Joe Burrow's not throwing him the ball, but Denzel Ward had him kind of in the cage the entirety of the game.
That's
But
fair enough. I
that's
mean,
topic.
Denzel's
That's,
underrated, maybe. You know?
yeah, I think he is too. But yeah, for me, George Pickens, he has the potential. Okay, I want to let me rephrase that. He has the potential to be the best wide receiver in the AFC North. I think he does. The height, the
Okay.
speed. He's very athletic. You can tell he loves the game. I think if Kenny Pickens can increase his play, I think he can definitely be that guy for them. But yeah, for me, I think he should be around an 85 overall. What do did you give your overall?
I do not agree. I'd give him like an 82, 83-ish.
He's an 81. You're only giving him an 82, 83?
Yeah, only like an up two. I don't think he was playing that crazy. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think he's crazy much better than Calvin Ridley. I don't think he's that much better. He
I think
might be
he's better. I
slightly
think he's
better.
better than Calvin Ridley. If you give George Pickens Trevor Lawrence, I think they are way better.
Calvin Ridley has been a dog though this year. He has been a
He
dog.
was a dog in one game.
A game and a half. I mean, shit. Like,
They looked terrible against the Chiefs. He wasn't that dog then. And they looked terrible against the Texans. He wasn't a dog then.
the whole team looked garbage against the Texans. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, even when the team looked terrible, you need your number one guy to win. And
Yeah.
you can both agree that Cameron's the number one guy.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Kind of get to the next one. We don't have much time left. I do want to get into the tier list, the YouTube tier list. Actually, let me try to share my. Let me share my screen with you, young man. Let me share my screen with you.
All right, well, man.
Okay, relax. Let me get that up. Let's share the screen. Okay. Yep. We have a bunch of names here. Some of you guys may know Bingle, Civil, Eric Wayweather, Ferdy, Light, TD Barrett, T-Stab. Some of the guys, Strong K-Mac, WMG. We can kind of rank them as far as skill. We can't really rank them as far as like their YouTube channels, I guess, because we don't want to offend anybody, but we will rank them on skill because,
Yeah.
I'm with all the smoke. I don't know about you.
No, I'm
First
cool.
one we can go with.
Let's go in order.
Bingle. What do you think he's at?
F tier. I think off the bat, I think Bengal is F tier.
Okay, so I think we all can agree with some of the guys that are going to be in the Fs here. You think he's as bad as Flight?
No. I think Bengal will be top of F tier. I think Bengal is broaching a C tier range. I haven't seen him play against an online
I would give him
opponent.
bottom C tier. I would give him bottom C tier.
I don't know because have you ever seen Bengal play against a real breathing human?
Yeah, I haven't. Okay, let's put him on the bottom. Let's put him at F for right now. We can move
Because
him
he's
around.
struggling
You know how
against
this
the
goes.
CBU. Like,
Okay. Yeah, we can agree. I'll put him at F tier for right now. Civil. What do you have him at right now?
I'd give Civil A tier, but like just for now, I'd say I think that's fair because he does play competitively, and he is one of those kids where like, oh, it's a Civil ebook, right? Like, oh, that kid's running Civil's offense. Like, Civil is the type of guy where, he's competitive, he shows up, like he's actually really good at the game. So I'd put him.
Yeah. You put him A?
I'd say
I'll put him at B. Because
these can move around.
That's cap because I have seen him. Competing a little bit in like the mud type of thing. He's made some decent runs. I will, for right now, we'll put him at A. So we're talking about YouTubers. So I'll put him at A. Eric Wayweather.
I, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know a lot about this guy. Do you want to maybe take control of this one? Because I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll take Eric Weather. He drops a lot of like he's all right to me. I don't think he's that great. I wouldn't put him in B. I'll probably put him in like C. Kind of move him around a little bit. We really don't see again like being we don't see much gameplay of him running against actual players, but you do see him run a lot of like a lot of like the mud, like a lot of like the meta, I could say. So
Okay.
I'll probably put him in the C range right now for sure. I'll probably put him in the C range for me.
Okay.
You know more about Freddie. You can kind of take this one
Oh
over.
yeah. This is kind of my guy. This is my corner.
Okay.
For me, I don't know him that much, but that's my guy. He doesn't play much competitive. Like you'll never see him play in like a comp tournament or anything. But in head-to-head seasons, he runs a unique offense. He runs the RPO peak zone bubbles, the fucking swing offenses. But in head-to-head, I feel like he wins more games than he loses. So right now, I'd put him C tier, maybe above Eric Rayweather, just
Okay.
for now C tier. Like we can see who else goes there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll see it. Um. Like, let's just get this out
Let's
the
just
way.
F tier. Yeah.
Let's just get that out the way
Slide
right
him
now.
over there.
Flight's
Nothing
terrible.
personal.
Flight's terrible. What's not to doesn't need to be explained. He's terrible.
We don't
He's
have to
terrible.
talk about it much. I think everybody knows he's consensusly just really bad.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's ass. Let's be honest. All right. Our boy TD Barrett. He actually did just play him. So, you guys gotta take his. Yeah, gotta take his critique with a little bit of salt because he did kind of just get his
Yeah,
ass kicked by
yeah.
TD.
Okay.
So
Here's the thing.
objectively, where do you
Objectively
have TD?
speaking, is he better than Civil?
I think he is personally.
Civil plays competitively. That's the thing, right? There are two
TDS
games.
certainly
I'm
plays
not.
competitively.
This is like the bias part coming out, right? I have beat Brett by 30 before. He's beat me by 30 before, equally.
Yeah.
But am I beating Civil by 30 in any game? I don't
I
think so.
I I think you don't know that because you haven't played him. I don't think you can
I
really
haven't played
use
him,
that
which
data.
is fair. Which is fair. So I think Brett is A tier regardless. I don't think he's S. I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
think
think he's
so.
there.
But I
Yeah,
think
I don't
he's
think he's
definitely
there.
A tier. He's either in front of. I think Civil and Brett are like the same.
Okay.
You couldn't
I
interchange
would
them.
probably I would because for me, Brett's defense is really good. His offense is just garbage. So it's like
Yeah, let's also stay
I
in his
would
good books. Let's put him a little higher than maybe we just think. Yeah.
I'll put him right below Sybil. I'll put him right below Sybil.
Oh
Because
damn.
Sybil
Okay.
is competing. Sybil's competing right now. Yeah, for me, like
Okay.
Brett, if Brett had a better offense for me, I think if he was more well rounded, I think I would put him above Sybil. But for right now, I'm gonna go a little bit below. That
We
might be
haven't
something
seen
that needs
Brett
to
play
change.
competitively yet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
We just have to
we also haven't seen that either. Yeah, we also haven't seen that either. TSAP, who actually
Taylor.
is competing right now, he actually I think he lost to one of the guys that is ranked right now that got a bye in the MCS tournament right now, and
Yeah.
Trey Thomas. So what would you have, Matt, as far as among the
I
YouTubers?
would. This is just me thinking. I would have him above Brett right now. I would, only because I have seen TSAT play competitively, and I know that like TSAT peaked at like what 130,
Yeah.
135 or something in
You
the
don't think
war.
Brett could do that? You don't think
I
Brett could
think
do that?
I no, I don't know. I don't think so. But like just at the point, like if I see Civil is better than Taylor in my opinion. And since Brett hasn't played competitively, I can't say how he would do right now this year. Like he hasn't
Hmm.
touched mud. He hasn't got a mud team. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
know. But so I can't just go
Okay.
out and say that, oh, he'd play better than Taylor, because Taylor actually went out and he's actually done it. So right now, off that, I'm gonna say Taylor is above Brett, in my opinion.
That's interesting. I wouldn't. I think I haven't played TSAP this year, so I really can't judge TSAP honestly. I'm I'm tempted to go your way too because I haven't played TSAP, but TSAP has competed really well against some guys. He definitely lost to some guys that he shouldn't have lost to in that tournament, but he's also competed with some really
Yeah.
good players.
Like if I'm thinking, okay,
I think,
Brett just won his first reg Super Bowl. He had the
yeah,
Dolphins. He had the Dolphins in an express league
yeah,
where he played Jacob.
yeah,
He played Jacob in the Super Bowl,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
also lost to Tordale in his Super Bowl, where the guy was punting the ball back to him. That's how bad it was.
yeah,
Shout out Tordale. He's not in the leagues anymore, but shut up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how that was.
Torres in
He's
the
not in the
leagues.
leagues anymore.
Torres in the leagues.
He's, not, he's
He's
in,
on
but
probation. He's on
he's on
probation. He's on
probation.
probation.
He's on
Yeah,
probation.
yeah.
He's close, but yeah,
Okay.
but yeah.
I
Is
would.
T-Sap losing to Tordale in the Super Bowl? Is he though? That's all I'm saying. Is T-Sap losing to
Has he
Tordale?
played Toro?
I don't know. Well, I don't exactly keep memories
I
of
think
Tordale playing.
we
I
can come
don't
back to that. We can come back to that. Me personally,
go
I
back
would.
to it. All of
I would.
these civil T-Sap Brett, they're all in the same.
Yeah, they're
I think
interchangeable for me too.
you
They're
can change them
interchangeable
either
for
way.
me too.
I would be mad.
Yeah. All right, we can get into form. You know, have you watched form? I watched form
I
probably more
haven't.
than you have.
Does he play
Okay.
or is he more like team building?
Form to me, form to me is really, really good. I think he's a step ahead of TD Barry. He's played Civil. Him and Civil. I think he's beaten Civil before. I think it was last Madden though. But I think Form is beating a lot of guys that are really good that have been pro players. I think Form just can't compete. He can't compete simply because he has the coin sponsor, and you can't do that, or you'll get like banned or whatever. So for me, I'm probably gonna put Form honestly because I've seen him have hell games with Throne and K Mac too.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna probably put him. I'm probably gonna put him at the low, at the bottom edge. To me, to me, and simply only because I think he's ahead of TD. I think he's ahead of TSAP. I think he's a little ahead of Civil, but I don't think he's above like some of these other guys out there. So I'll probably put him
yeah,
at
he
the
might
bottom
get
edge.
bumped down. He might get bumped down here. I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
speak on because I don't know too much, but he might get bumped
Okay.
down.
We can get into Black Rain. Black Rain actually was number one on the regular leaderboards for a minute up until I think some guys started like uh glitching. They started my bad. They started cheating, started having other people play for them. So right now they have shot ahead of them. But yeah, Black Rain was number one on the leaderboards for a minute. So for me, I'm probably gonna put him. I think him and
Above
Former are
four?
interchangeable. I'm putting him and Former are interchangeable to me. I haven't seen them play in a minute. To me, it's kind of like it's weird because Form plays mud, but Black Rain plays regs. But Black Rain is shown to be really good on mud too. So I'm gonna put Black Rain a little bit ahead of Form actually. I think Black
Okay.
Rain is really good overall at the game. He's been number one for years. Like, he's been number one since like Madden 20, so he's shown to be really, really good. And get
Hold
Aaron,
on. Yeah, here's
my boy
Aaron.
Aaron, my boy,
Yeah.
just
Let's
retired.
let's be
Actually, dropped the
nice because he
video.
might be on the podcast soon. Let's be nice. Let's
I
be
mean, no,
nice.
I'm gonna be objective. He actually just dropped the episode. He dropped the episode on his YouTube channel. He just retired from Madden Action, so this will be his. I think his
No, he's
last
back.
service.
He just lost to Joseph though. He got blown
But
out by
he
Joseph.
he dropped an entire video on his YouTube saying he retired from Madden.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
he's playing, like just saying he has played Madden since, but
yeah.
he's
I
done
mean,
more
I
recent.
haven't. Yeah, I haven't watched it, so I mean, who knows? He might be clickbait. Let's be honest. What would you rank? What would you rank Aaron at right now?
I would put him below Taylor.
Okay,
To be
you
fair,
can put
me
him
and
at
him
A.
had the same like competitive ranked
Mm,
record. Like me and him were ranked the same. So
okay.
where would you put me type shit? Like like objectively speaking, like B tier, he
I'm
might
gonna
be our
put.
first B tier.
I'm gonna put Aaron
He
in
might,
B. I'm gonna put Aaron in
I
B.
think he
I think
might be
Aaron
our
in B.
first B tier. Yeah.
I think Aaron's our first B tier for sure. All right, yeah, I think we can agree on that. Throne, keep Throne. Taylor,
Yeah.
Taylor Throne. Where you have him at?
I would put him in front of Brett behind Civil, in my opinion.
You're putting him behind Civil?
Behind Civil. Yeah, just because
Okay,
what has Throne has uploaded one gameplay this entire year. Like what am I going off of?
okay. I mean after that, yeah, I think that's just simply off the fact that he hasn't uploaded enough.
Like
To be
I
honest with
know
you.
objectively that Throne is better than Brett. I just
Yeah,
objectively speaking.
I think objectively no. I think we objectively know he's better than Civil too. He's beating Black Rain. He's beating
Yeah,
Form
no,
too.
no,
So
no.
I think
No, he's better, but like I gotta
yeah,
go off
we gotta
what I
see it.
see.
We gotta see it.
I
We
gotta
gotta
go
see
off
it. And
what
also for me, from the gameplay he's shown, he's struggled against like pretty average players too. Because probably because
I
he
see.
isn't playing, he's also playing high. So you have to show us
Yeah,
more.
no.
K
Throne
Mac,
is high 24/7, and he's whooping
yeah,
kids.
it's
K
crazy.
Mac is top S tier right now.
I think we can all agree K
Yeah,
Mac's top
top
S
S
tier
tier.
right now for sure. I think he's probably the highest from right now for him seeing on his list. He's
Yeah,
probably the highest easily. I think we
W.
can all agree. Made a live event. Probably don't. I think no. We're the only YouTuber
He's
that really
ranked
did
number
that.
5 right now.
Yeah,
Number
he's ranked
5 on
number
the board.
five. I think it
So
speaks
I
for
think
itself. Yeah,
he's
and he's competing on the regular with comp players and franchise. So he's shown he can do it in MUT and franchise as well.
yeah.
So yeah, I think he's top ass. I think that's
All right.
consistency.
W would be just below K Mac, I think.
Yeah, I'll put him right below K-Mac too. I'll put him right below K-Mac.
To be actually no, he beat. To be fair, W beat K Mac in the qualifiers. He beat K Mac in the qualifiers. I saw it. He uploaded a video. I think W beat K Mac, like in the
Yeah,
ladder,
he did. He
in the
did.
ladders.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And so just
I
going
think
off of
okay.
like that's just like a one-on-one thing. Like K-Max ranked
Yeah,
higher, but W beat K-Max.
yeah. K-Max very high. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I also think W's really good as well. W's shown to be probably the best bonus player in the world right now. Great man defense. He's invented the loop list right now for Madden 24. So yeah, it's understandable. All right, MMG. What do you have, Matt?
See, I had to do a little bit of research on MMG, like of him playing, because like I didn't want to say he's garbage, even though he
Yeah,
is not the best.
Papa Meeks,
Yeah, Papa Meeks. I gotta
my boy.
I gotta say, because like, is he better than Ferdy? Is he? I don't think so. But like,
I don't think
is
so.
like I've seen. Okay, he has a franchise, right? He has like a actual franchise, and he went like 15-2, but he was playing against randoms, like absolute
Yeah,
randoms,
yeah.
who like probably don't play Madden. So it's just like playing in like a league with his friends, and he went like 15-2 basically. But so I put him
Okay,
like C tier, maybe behind Ferdy.
I'll put it behind Eric. And let me ask
Eric
you this. Let me ask you this. Right? Let me ask you this. Do you go to an MMG video to see his skill
for
level, or do you
gameplay.
go
No,
to
no,
see his comedy? Okay, yeah, I think we can put him at
no.
the below. See, I think he's right at the
MMG be
middle. Like,
giving people tips in his videos, and I'm like, can you just shut the fuck up? Like, I'm being so
yeah,
serious.
like it's
He's like,
like
oh, if you use Gunslinger, actually, it'll be. You don't even know how to use Gunslinger. You don't know how to use it.
yeah, he's average. Let's be honest. All right,
Yeah.
we can get the next one. Your boy Pizza. Where do you have him at?
Below MMG. MMG slapped the shit out of your boy Pizza in the gameplay.
Oh yeah, I did watch that game. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, put him below. MG, I think that's self-explanatory. All right, let's see. Where you have him at?
Do I want to put Zerk above Ern here? Do I want
Xerxes
to put
2 is a different
Xerxes
breed.
above Ern?
Xerxes 2 is a different breed, man.
Xerxes is pretty good at the game, but do I
He's
think
really good. He's
Ern would
really good.
give Zerk a good game? Yeah, I do think so.
I think I think Xerxes beats Aaron.
Yeah,
Low key. I'm gonna put him right. I think it's close, but I'm gonna put him right
I
above
do.
Aaron for me.
Zerk might be a little bit of a wallet warrior, though. That might be the thing that I'm going off of. He might be a little
Low
bit of a
key.
wallet warrior.
Aaron is going to be really good regardless. Let me think. He did win a bowl last year too.
Yeah, just because we love Ern. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put my boy Aaron.
Yeah, just
But
because we
the
love
top of
Ern.
B tier.
Yeah.
All right, I'm Matt. Where you have Matt?
IMAV, I don't know a lot about IMAV. This is just me. Like, is he the guy who does like the team, but like the 24-hour like RTG shit, like with the MUT team? Do I know who is
That's
going on here?
insane. That's insane. I don't know who I'm at. It's like, man, one of
I don't
the
know off the top of
OG.
my head.
One,
I'm not like super locked in with that. That's my bad.
off,
I'll look
off
him up.
the
I'll look him up. I'll look him up. The ones I was. I'll look
one
him
of the
up.
goats, one of the goats of the Madden community. Been doing Madden for years now. Yeah, I don't think he's the best, honestly. I'm probably gonna put him right
I'm
above 30
Maverick.
in the C tier. Yeah,
He is C tier.
I'm putting I'm
Put him
putting him
up,
in C
put him
tier.
above like Eric or something because I'm looking at him like, yeah, I know who this is.
Yeah,
He's better
okay.
than MMG. I know that.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I actually, low key, I'm actually gonna move so your boy piece to
Yeah,
the
let's
bottom
move
there.
your boy Pizza into F tier. Yeah,
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 because
I think that's fair.
you get smacked bad by MG. You deserve to be there. All right,
Yeah,
chaos.
Chaos is A tier, S tier range.
I
A
think
tier,
he's
S
right.
tier range.
I think he's right above. Actually, I might put him right
You,
above.
you might. I don't know.
Well, because
Oh man.
chaos one for me he plays Marcus Disney and Throne. I mean, you can kind of say like they're kind of the same skill level. He's beating Throne. Throne is beating him, of course. I think I'm gonna give him that simply because he plays more than Throne, and
Yeah,
we've seen him play more than Throne. I
yeah,
can't.
that's
I
fair.
don't know about Civil. I can't promote Civil right now. Civil's pretty good. I think Civil's like top of A2 right now. I'm pretty sure that's locked. KKS.
KKS. I don't know. That is a hard one actually. Do you want to do that one?
KKS is weird because he's not good. Like it's one of those
Oh no, yeah,
like
no. This guy, I'm thinking F tier. I am thinking F tier. It might be a little bit over
top.
your boy Pizza. Yeah, I think top
Yeah.
of F tier.
Yeah, I think we're doing skill wise. I don't think he beats anybody above C. I think he might give MG a pretty good battle. I don't think he beats Ferdy or I'd but
Yeah,
he
they're
definitely
like the
doesn't beat anybody.
same. They're like, oh, Kinney. You're higher on Kinney than I am, but he does like one touchdown every like
Kenny's
touchdown.
pretty decent. I think Kenny can beat a majority of people in mud seasons, mud all Madden seasons. Do I see him beating like I see him beating Mav. You will know more about Freddie than I do, so I'm not gonna really judge that one.
You could put him above Ferg. I'm just like I literally have never seen this guy play against a decent human being. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he plays. I mean, you can say that about the majority of the people that play mud though. They aren't playing competitively.
Yeah.
I'll put him. I'll put him right below. I ain't gonna put him in B. Actually, no, I can't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I can't do that. Where's number one at? Okay, here we go. All right, Kobe, the problem.
Shout out Kobe. Let's put him below Zerk. Let's put him a little below Zerk here. Let's put him below Zerk here. Put him below Zerk.
Actually, no key. I was thinking that. Okay, I'm actually okay with that. I think he's
Like
right
remember,
below.
this is skill level. Like he's worse than Earn. He's worse than
Yeah,
Zerk.
yeah,
He's better
yeah.
than Kenny.
Okay, I think he's better than Kenny. I think he's better than everybody in C. To be honest, I think he could be a majority of the guys.
Yeah.
Maze-o-matic.
Maze-o-matic. I don't know, man.
I'm just gonna put him right below Kobe the problem.
Oh shit. Okay. Maze below Kobe.
Mace is pretty good. Mace knows he knows the meta. He knows what to run. That type of thing. I actually might put him.
Ooh, I don't know. Kobe gives you a good game, bro.
Kobe, I don't know because I beat the fuck out of Kobe.
To be fair, he'll beat my ass, but like
okay.
I'd beat Kobe multiple times though. Like, let's be honest. But like
I think Maze. I'm gonna put Maze right above me.
Okay.
RBT,
RBT like bottom of C tier.
Okay. Yeah, he's not that good. Let's be honest. I haven't watched so much, but I mean, even when I watched, like,
he does like really rebuilds and stuff. Like, if you're doing rebuilds, that's where I know that you're not very good at the game. Just type shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, right. Skimbo though. S tier, A tier.
I think he's like right above Black Rain, right above Form. I think he's like right below K Mac and W. I think he's. Okay. I mean, that's where he's perfectly at. Because I mean, he didn't compete a lot of events. You can't give him that. So I can't give him that above K Mac and W. But I think
he is like
Black Rain Form.
He is that level. Like he will definitely compete. Yeah. He just hasn't done.
He's one of the goats. He's one of the goats. So
yeah.
I think right now, like if we're talking about Skimbo from like years ago, he's top.
I don't think Skimbo's better than K-Mac this year. That's not. I don't. Right now. I haven't even seen the guy play yet. Like
I don't think he is either. All right. I'm gonna give his first because I ain't gonna lie. I'm giving that dude like right above Kenny. I'm giving top C to be honest with you. I think he's better. Better than Kenny. TD presents. Yeah. You have a problem with TD presents.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That guy. Wait, hold on. Am I right?
I might put him right.
Oh yeah, no, he's not very good. Yeah, that's like F2 shit. Yeah, he might. No, he's below MMG definitely.
I'm putting him probably. I'm putting him. I'm right below K because he lost to K, and it's, I think K is a little better than TD.
Yeah,
I think he lost to that one though. The actual CC.
He's below Kobe. He's below Kobe in my opinion.
I think he might be better than Kobe.
I think actually, yeah, no, he went like 25-0 in weekend league, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, he's actually like good. I'm saying like maybe above Zerk. I think Zerk is actually like yeah.
Put around there. All right, Toke Nasty.
I don't think I know this guy as much. Yeah, no, this guy C tier ish. I'd say I wouldn't put him too high in my opinion.
I'm putting him above MMG. I'm putting him.
Yeah, no, he's above there.
Yeah, I'm putting him right there. All right, so this is the list. We got W, K-Mac, Skimbo, Black Rain, and Informant S. We have Civil, Chaos, Throne, TD Barrett, and TSAP in A. We have Earn. We have Actual CC, Xerxes, Maze, and Kobe the Problem in B. We have Spruce Goose, Kenny, Birdie, IMAV, Eric Wayweather, Toke, MMG, and RBT in C. And we have KKS, TD Presents, Your Boy Pizza, and Bingo, and Flight in F. All right. You think that's...
I think that's pretty good. I like that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. I think this might be... It may actually maybe one person I'll actually put below Flight, low-key. I'm probably putting Eli Mack below Flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eli Mack's pretty bad. I think him and Flight are just John's fault. Who's the worst, let's be honest.
But unfortunately, he's not on the list. So Flight's the worst.
On the list. Yeah.
Flight's the worst.
Yeah, right now, Flight's. I mean, it's understandable. All right. Yeah. But yeah, you guys can drop down the conversation. Let us know if you guys would have did any differently, what would you change? But yeah, that's all it's going to be for this episode, actually. So, thank you guys for watching. Comment down, like the video, and subscribe. I'm Darien.
I'm your host, Oliver.
Sayonara.
You gotta stop that, man. No, you're not the host, man. You never once been the host.
No, I'm the host that everybody
All
wants
right.
to be.
All right, man. Bye. Love you guys.